that's kind of the role that men take on with whomever they marry. And you take on a father figure role, and you basically are sorting through all of the bullshit. And because y'all are extra promiscuous nowadays, it makes it 10 times worse, because you now have to sort through all of that fucking drama and all of that trauma to try to fix the shit that a bunch of other people then already had you and broke you in. So it is a lot. It is a lot. And now y'all keep on adopting the philosophies and the ways of women that ain't even y'all. Y'all took up the mantle of this feminism shit with white women, and that ain't even y'all fault. Y'all keep on being finesse. Some of y'all got issues from being touched when y'all was little kids and stuff like that. That's not a race
Why are men
specific.
touching little girls? Let's start there. What happened to grown men protecting young girls? Why do
Yes, you're not hearing me.
have
You're not
so
hearing
much
me, baby.
trauma when it
You're
comes
not
to men?
hearing me, baby girl.
What y'all be doing?
You're not hearing me.
I mean, it's
There's
the I hear you, baby, but I'm just saying there's we gotta unpack it all. We're gonna unpack it. You can't say one thing and then say you suffered from abuse and now that's why. Why are we being abused when we're kids? What's going on with these grown men, you know, traumatizing these young girls?
Wait,
Why
wait,
are
wait.
we?
But do you know that women tend to
Yes,
abuse
yes, we
kids
know,
more
Q.
than
We know, baby. It's a problem. It's a problem on both sides, but we're talking about men right now. So all I'm saying is that yes, women have gone through a lot of traumas by way of men, and unfortunately, a lot of women didn't deal with those traumas. Unfortunately, because of the way this crazy ass world and this crazy ass country is set up, it was designed for us to do exactly what we're doing right now. We're when they see us doing this, it's like the plan worked. It worked in our favor because us going against each other has always been their goal. And so here we are, comparing ourselves to other races and this, that, and the third. All I'm saying is you have the right to speak on your experiences, right? There are things that black women do need to be accountable for. Them attitudes got to be in check, right? If you come across a good man, know how to turn that boss shit down. It's not cute. It's not sexy. It's okay to be soft, but understand that there are a lot of women who never had the opportunity to be soft. So it takes a lot of unlearning and relearning and all this and that. Same thing for men. They've been traumatized. Oh my God, they've been a target on their back since the beginning of time, right? So I'm just more about us being gentle with each other, holding ourselves accountable, and so we can avoid these bad experiences with one another. Because regardless of the experience that were not so good in my life with men, I would never generalize black men like that. I think y'all are great. Can't no
But
black
Des,
man.
you're taking it personal, but we can't say that women don't generalize. How many times you say black men ain't shit?
Black men
But
do it.
also,
Black
Jazz, you
women
just
do it. We
generalized
So
though.
shouldn't do it at all. We
Jazz,
y'all
you
shouldn't
just
do it. It's
generalized
not
us.
cool.
You just said black men are great. I know me personally, I don't like participation trophies, right? Everything that I do, I don't if somebody say black men are beautiful, right? That don't do
Y'all
nothing for
are.
me. That don't do nothing for me.
Okay. That
If they
don't
say
mean I
black
can't
men are
say it.
trash, that don't do nothing for me either because that's
Okay,
not me.
and him saying what he said about black women that act like that ain't doing nothing for them either. So
But
me saying I love black men and they're
that's a
great and they're beautiful
generalization. You said
doesn't
black men are
mean that
great.
it has to do anything for you. It's just a positive reinforcement. If you feel like that don't do nothing for me, well, I don't know what you need done to. It's a compliment. I'm saying that I uplift
You're
you, I
so that
respect
it's a
you, I
generalization
want
though.
to honor you
Why do we get mad when people generalize?
because because have we not seen what generalizing black people in this country has done?
Like,
Oh, you know what? I'll pause because right, black people have always been treated fairly in this country, right?
no, I mean,
Well, I
that's
think
And that's because we were
generalizing
generalized,
is a
Val.
bit different from
And that's because we've
stereotyping.
been
I don't.
generalized. No, it's stereotypes that is very much so synonymous with the generalization. That's why there's always an assumption of how we act and behave towards certain people. So you can't say that. We've always been
I can
generalized.
agree that generalizing can lead to stereotyping, but generalizing something kind of leads to averages or implies average. What is the average behavior of a
thank
group of
you.
people?
That's what I'm
So
saying.
The
so
average
but that
behavior.
doesn't necessarily lead to stereotypes. It can, if in the overuse of it, but generalization by itself is not necessarily indicative of negative
Stereotypes
They
stereotypes.
aren't even
generalized us
bad.
and said that we were less than human and couldn't experience pain. What did we do to earn that?
Stereotypes aren't bad inherently.
Hold on,
Stereotypes aren't bad.
wait. Hold on,
Yeah,
give me a
shift the
second. Give
whole
me a
topic.
second. Hold on,
I'm just saying, if we're
just
speaking
give me a
about
second. Just
general,
Wait, Jazz.
hold on.
I also I also wanted to say that jazz. Oh,
Hold on, Super.
Hold on, Sue. Where did you get all of this fucking trauma
because
from?
why is that?
You
How
have
am I being
never
traumatic?
hold on. You have never
So
personally
extra.
experienced any of this shit
It
before that
doesn't
you talk
matter.
about.
It
What do
doesn't
you
matter.
mean
Y'all
it
have
don't
to
matter?
stop being
No.
so dense.
And
You don't
the
have to
reason why
be physically there to
it
experience
matters,
something.
the
Jazz,
reason
let
why
her
it
finish.
matters is because you can't talk about something that you ain't never experienced. So somebody had to put this in you. Somebody had to teach it to you. Somebody
What?
had to press it down into you.
What?
Somebody had to really, really do a head job on you
Why do I do this to myself?
for
'Cause
you for
y'all too
every
dense.
single subject, for every single subject to come back to less than. Oh, we've been and we
I know you don't
you
get it.
have never experienced this shit. So somebody
You
had
don't
to
know what I've
train.
experienced.
Somebody fucked your
Because
head up, and somebody really did do a job
no,
on you
somebody did a
to
number on
put
your
this
brain
level
because
of
the
hate
fact that
in
you don't
you.
even understand
Listen.
how you can
This
still
is
be
what you really need to
impacted
do.
Oh
Honestly,
my
it is
God,
no.
one mic,
such
Jazz,
it's
one mic.
crazy.
You can't just over talk it when you
Yeah.
don't like what somebody
You
is saying.
overtalk people all the time once you don't like
Jazz,
something.
you
Shut
have
up.
more talk time tonight than anybody.
Why is that?
You got it.
Combined.
Why is that?
You got it.
Y'all ain't talking. Talk. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Talk.
Honest to God, like I don't know who did this, who taught you all of this shit, and
Take
who
me out
told
of
you.
it. What do you mean? It's
You
history.
just said you weren't
Stop it.
talking no more.
What you mean? Who taught me this? Is that why you don't want to learn anything because it makes you uncomfortable? It makes the truth makes you really uncomfortable about why we are where we are. It's the truth, Anton. Nobody is sitting here lying. It ain't about trauma. It's called passion. But I understand you're a little dense when it comes to these conversations because you've assimilated to the white lie. We get it. We know it. Okay?
You
So
went
we
to a
don't need,
predominantly white school.
baby, you don't know where I went. Who the fuck do
That's
you
what
think
you
you talking
said. I'm
to?
just saying,
Don't
though.
say nothing that you don't
I
know
went
of.
to
You don't
a
know what
school
school
with
I went
one
to.
white person, and I
Girl,
do not
bye.
feel like a victim.
Don't talk to
You were
me.
in a privileged
You
neighborhood
don't know. You don't know
at
that.
a
What are you
privileged
talking
white
about?
school, and you hate
Have
white
you been
people. It's
looking at
so
my life?
weird. The
You,
experience that you talk about is how I should be
you,
talking.
girl, you don't know my life.
I'm just saying, but can we
So
bring
you're
it
not
back
saying
to the
anything. You don't know
topic?
my
We know
life.
you're racist,
You
Jazz. We know, girl. We
okay?
know.
I'm
And if
racist. I'm
anybody is
racist.
not racist like you,
Right,
they're on the wrong
right. And
side
you're
of the
just as
fence.
real. And you're just as
We
real as
know.
the
Can
love
we
that
bring
you
it back
have for
to the
your white man.
topic?
Yeah, you're so real. Just like
Because
the real
it's
love you
almost
have for
three
your husband,
hours
girl.
in.
Girl, I don't care. I don't
And
know
we've been
why you
talking
always.
about your feelings. Like, I'm
I don't
tired of talking
care.
about your
Oh
feelings,
well,
Jazz.
that's what it comes about.
And it's
That's what
always
it ends up
every
being.
panel the same
Sorry,
argument.
sorry, sorry, sorry that I'm here,
We
babe.
know you're
You can
racist.
leave. You can
White
leave.
folks bad.
You can leave.
Okay,
You
so
can leave.
You can leave. You don't have to listen to me. You can go
You hate
because
white people,
I'm
but
asked.
you were
Because
around white people your entire
just
life.
because
Make it
I have
make
to
sense.
tolerate
You
them
had the same
doesn't mean I.
opportunities as the people that you hate so
Girl,
bad.
stop
And when
it.
some
Just
of us
say
had to get it from the bottom, and we
you
know
ain't
a
got
white
shit from the
person wasn't the
bottom.
reason we was at the bottom.
Girl, listen. Having these conversations with a woman like you is just.
No, it's not
It's
with a woman like me. I'm not the only
no,
black
definitely with a
woman
woman like
that
you.
thinks like
You don't even
this.
like being black,
I
girl.
think your problem is you had a crush on a white boy that didn't like you back, and now you just hate white
Yeah,
folks.
that's exactly what
Like,
it
let's
was.
keep it a buck.
I had a crush on a white boy, and he broke my
You
heart.
went
And
to
now I
all
just
white
have to.
school predominantly, I'm sure.
It's not the systemic oppression though. It's not the things that are still
What
going on
systemic
today.
oppression does
It's not the
a
because
black person
there
from
was
a
just
middle
a
class,
need.
upper
There
middle
was just
class, and
there
a
was just a
predominantly white
neo.
school face? You were privileged.
Girl, you don't know me like that. You don't know what school I went to. Stop
This is
speaking
what
on my
you
name. You don't
said,
know shit, girl.
Jasmine.
Stay over there with that.
This is what you said. So yes, we are lost.
You don't
Why
fucking
are
know
you
me,
so
and you finna
racist
piss me off.
when
Chill the
you were
okay,
fuck
in
so
out.
white
You don't
environments?
know me.
let's go back to
Shut
the
the fuck
topic.
up talking to me,
Let's
Molly. You
go
don't know
back to
shit
the
about
topic.
me.
I'm
For
gonna mute both
fucking
of
Okay.
fact.
y'all. I'm gonna mute both of y'all. I'm gonna mute both.
No,
I
y'all be
muted both
letting
of
this
y'all.
y'all be letting this little bad witch ass bitch.
No,
Wait.
why you wait? Why
I can
you
say
mute?
whatever the
Hold
fuck I
on,
want to say.
wait a minute.
No,
Wait,
fuck.
wait. No.
Let's go back to the topic.
Why we muting Molly? Molly is not
No,
out
we
of pocket.
Because she
No,
told
hold
we
on.
had
Stop,
to mute them
stop.
both. I'm a equal
Molly
opportunist.
Molly is not out of pocket.
I'm
She's
an
been
equal
patient.
opportunist,
how do
She
you
Anton.
hasn't. No, this is not. Nope, this is not fair. Because Molly didn't say it. She
you're
didn't call
never
her out of her name. She did not get out of pocket. She didn't raise her voice,
she
and she
called me
been
pretty.
patient.
Wait.
She haven't said anything all night, and I believe that Molly should be able to say what she want to say.
She called me a
This is going down a wrong hole. Let's go back to the topic. I'm a
keep my name out your
reel
mouth.
it in,
Keep my name out.
I'm a reel it in.
Keep my
So
name out
I
your mouth.
don't think
Molly
that
didn't
Keep
say
my name out your
anything
mouth.
that's out of pocket, and she's just speaking the truth.
Like I said,
okay.
bitch.
So we gonna reel it back in, okay? Because I'm an equal opportunist. I'm muting both, but let's go back. But I think that what hit the actor said nothing was wrong. I think that sometimes women should stop thinking it's personal, just in general, and look and see what can be changed. Like, because if you see women are doing this, women are doing that, and men are being vocal. Let's be honest, women have been vocal about men for years about how they ain't shit, how they broke, how they ain't 6 feet, how they got a small dick. And you don't see men reacting like this.
I want to hear Molly speak on this subject.
Now I'm gonna throw it to Molly so she can talk about the topic. But now that we have men speaking about why they don't like women of today, it's a problem. I think that women and men can just take the advice and learn from it. But if it doesn't apply, women and men shouldn't be triggered about what's being said. So that's what I think. But Molly, do you want to talk about the topic?
No, you can't tell. Q. No.
It's about
We
that
don't do this to anybody else. We're not gonna do it now. Molly, what would you like to say about the subject?
The topic.
About whatever you want to say.
I just think that instead of being offended, it's okay to listen to what people's experiences are. And if it's something that you need to work on personally, it's okay to do the work. They're not always wrong. We do know the representation of Black women is what it is. I don't know why we do things and we represent ourselves a certain way, and then we get mad when we get called out on it. And I think that's dumb. And to say we need to have compassion for how certain men feel and then invalidate their whole entire experience to say, well, oh, well, you shouldn't be saying that because it's not something I want to hear. I think that it's counterproductive. And y'all could say what y'all want to say about who I'm with. I've dated Black men. I've dated different types of men. Men are men at the end of the day. Sometimes there are some differences, yes. But I don't really, to
You
Anton's
never have
point,
nothing
I
nice to
think
say
that
about
was
Black
like a
men.
him
Wait, Jazz, you
problem.
gotta let her finish, Jazz. You gotta let her finish.
You can't say that I don't say anything about Black men when Black men are constantly complaining about what I say about them.
No, that's what I'm
That's your
saying.
opinion, though.
Wait,
Right,
Jazz, you gotta let her
But do
finish.
you understand, like, you are kind of the representation of what a lot of these Black men talk about,
I
and you
don't
don't
really.
see it. And this is a problem within the Black community with Black women. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. And if all types of men are saying, y'all are loud, y'all are ghetto, y'all don't listen, y'all have extremely high standards. How
Yeah,
is
I
that? How
don't
are they
really.
wrong for feeling that way?
Anybody can feel how they want to feel. How y'all feel about me and how I engage on this panel?
Why are you
I could
making it
really.
about you?
Cause you just did. You just said that I'm the representation. So let's stay on topic since you made it about me.
No, I don't want to
First
talk
of
about
all,
you though. I'm
but
just
you
saying,
just
how
said it,
can we
girl.
say
You
that
just
people
said that
aren't
I am the
experiencing Black women
representation
a
of it.
certain way,
You just said
and
I'm
then
the
be the exact
representation. So let me
everything of what
respond
they're
then. Weren't you
speaking
done?
about?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, since
Jasmine,
it's a
no, because somebody got to kind of step in and intervene and
well,
tell
let
you
it
that you
not be
talk
you
too
this
much
time.
and
Let
that
it
you
not
take
be you
over
this
the
time. And I'm gonna keep
panels.
talking, and I'm gonna
I'm
keep
sure
talking, and I'm gonna
Robert
keep
would like
talking,
to say
and I'm gonna keep
something
Well,
talking,
she
on
says
and I'm
her
this.
gonna keep
mind.
talking,
I'm
and I'm
sure
gonna
Miss
keep
Super would
talking.
like
What
to
you
say
stopping? I'm
something.
gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna
KLA,
keep, and I'm gonna
we
keep
know you'll
talking,
keep
and I'm
talking,
gonna keep
even though
talking,
you don't have
and
a
I'm gonna keep
panel to
talking.
invite us
When are
on.
you
You always
gonna
have to
shut
be on
up?
Super,
When
Anton's
super
are you
fun.
gonna
panel.
shut up? When are you gonna shut up?
When are you
Judge,
gonna make a
When are you gonna
panel?
Judge,
When are
shut
you gonna
up?
make a
Okay,
channel?
so
Cause
let's
why are
do
you
it
always
again.
on
Judge,
my neck, baby?
Let's
Stay
super
on
go.
Anton's balls where you love hanging out at. All right.
Judge,
You
That's
love
real
all.
hanging
quick.
on Anton's balls. You've
Back
been
up
on his
off of me,
panels
baby.
longer than me. You
Back up
can't
off of
stop
me,
coming and
girl.
showing your face on his
Girl,
Monday
get a
night
life.
panels. You're
Get a
on his
life.
balls more than anybody up here.
Girl, you sat up here and said
Okay.
you are
You've been
obsessed
up
with
here
him
way
more than your
longer.
own husband.
You're
You
more
sat up here and
obsessed with him though, and you just don't want to express it.
said that you
Okay,
obsessed
so
with
Super
Anton
is gonna
Daniels.
You
talk,
can't you
y'all.
can't
$1,000 before you went
stay
to your
off
own
of you
husband.
love being
Going
up
Super
So
the
here.
alley
Anton could
hoop.
let that shit slide.
Can we go? Can we
So
go?
when
Okay,
Anton
let's Super
always let his
go.
shit slide with you, it be boggling my mind.
You love it
Wait,
on
I'm
the
It be boggling
just
my
Anton
mind
Daniels
because
just
platform,
Anton
Jazz.
gonna
no,
Judge,
let's
Judge,
say
you know what's
that
ladies, let's get
some
off of
of the
Anton's
I am the
balls.
experiences
loud, the
that
ratchet
you
black
all
woman no
spoke
one wants to be
Let's
to
around.
Super.
kind of
I am the
prove
loud, ratchet black
or
woman no one
All
wants
right,
to be
Jazz. All
around.
right, all
Stay
right,
away.
Jazz. Come on,
Jazz,
come on.
wait,
I'm
Jazz, Jazz,
ugly. I'm
wait. Let's Super go.
ratchet. I'm
You is
ghetto.
not ugly, girl.
I'm
Stop.
unruly.
Judge, you
Men
know
hate
a
me.
lot of people on the
Oh,
panel won't may not be back on this panel for a long time, and you are
Yeah,
with respect, you are kind
because
of
she
like
started
like,
with
taking.
come on.
me.
Okay, let's Super go. Go ahead, Super.
yeah, I was just gonna say some of the experiences that you spoke to, Jazz, earlier before everything kind of got chaotic. To me, it kind of justifies the idea that the experience with Black women would definitely be different. Which is the word that he said. I know that they said that he at first he said better, but he corrected himself and said that it would be different if Black women have these experiences on average in general, then that would definitely say that the experience would be different. Yes, their expectations might be a little bit higher or whatever. That could be taken either way. If he's saying that it's easier to deal with them, and then he still ended up with a Black woman, so then there's that. So I don't know. I'm kind of going back to where we started, which is we shouldn't be taking it personal.
Here's the thing, though. See, the problem is it's the Western culture because some of them same women that might be overseas when they get over here, they kind of adapt to what they see in America. No matter what be black or white, because y'all know some white women doing the same thing. But since we talking about Black women, yeah, it's the Western culture. It's just like they've gotten away from that. In their mind, even catering to a man is a problem in
It's
some
crazy.
cases.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's like so
Right? It's
submissive.
like
Is a
you
word now.
submitting. It's like, oh, well, you
It's
think
like
I'm less than?
that's
You
what
know
it
what I
is.
mean? When
That's
even the
what it
Bible
is.
says, you know what I'm saying, we all are supposed to be helpmates to each other, but that the thought of that is like they're losing something.
Yeah,
And I feel like most of our Black women feel like it's too many options out here. That's why they're quick to want to leave from a situation.
Black women need to start by just making a man a sandwich. That's it.
But that again, right there, will make them feel like, oh, I'm subservient now. So like all it's the
Am I
Western,
your lapdog? Am I your lap? Like it's like a bad thing to be submissive at
right?
that point. Yeah,
I think that more women need to be like my Molly, and all will be right with the world.
yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's the truth.
Yay.
It's the truth. It just is what it is. That's my opinion personally. I don't know if I can't say anybody else should or shouldn't agree. That's just my personal thoughts. So
Anybody else before I
I
read
think
the super
again,
chat?
the main thing that's throwing men off, and I'm gonna say this, not all due respect to Jack, I think Jack is very beautiful. I love dark skin women, so I'm gonna put that out there. My thing is, I think that the combativeness is what got men, not just on Jasmine, is making them run away from it. It's just the combative. It's just to feel like they having some kind of. It's always gonna be a rebuttal. I'm not saying she's gonna be the way. I'm just saying that's the thing that men are not really saying. It's the rebuttalness. And sometimes men might need the rebuttal, but we don't want to hear that shit sometimes. Just all right, baby. And sometimes a woman get the most attention from a man by just being quiet. And he gonna know like, damn, I got her quiet. We're gonna sit back in our own thoughts, like, damn, I should never say that earlier. Let me go back and make it up. Y'all not even giving us a chance to make it up.
Yeah.
That's you directly, Jazz. I'm just saying.
No, it's okay. I'm the ghetto ugly queen. I understand. The chats hate me. I'm stupid. I'm ugly. This is your audience. I am. I embrace it.
Don't take
Men
the bait.
hate me. Men hate
Don't
me.
take
They
it.
run away from me because y'all assume that because we go at it like this on this internet shit, on this panel, that this is how I'm acting with my man. And I'm gonna let you believe whatever you want. That's fine. We're simply having a debate. Y'all get mad at me when I
How
take
about
personal shots,
jazz,
but I'm
jazz,
constantly
jazz? Can I say something real quick?
I'm constantly getting berated. And one thing about you, Anton, I noticed you real flip floppy, wish washy, because you don't like anybody spamming your chat, right? Let me tell you one thing I noticed last week. You don't like anybody spamming your chat. I noticed one week there was somebody spamming the chat, giving me compliments, right? Compliment, compliment, compliment. You instantly caught it. You instantly said, "Don't spam the chat. We not doing that. Don't spam the chat." A week after, somebody spammed the chat, all negative shit. Negative. Jasmine ugly. Jasmine wear the same shit every time. Jasmine this, Jasmine that. You ain't said a word, right? You get up here and you say that women should be the best representation of their husbands. Meanwhile, Molly get up here and says she's obsessed with you. How would you feel if your wife was sitting on panels talking about she's obsessed? Do you think that's the best way to represent her
There's so
husband?
many
And
questions.
why
We got to
don't
go
you
one
hold her
question at a time.
accountable? Why don't you hold her
One question at
accountable?
a time. One question at a time.
Why don't
So,
you
so
keep
hold on,
up?
hold
Keep
on.
up.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you get to the other part.
Keep
Let's
up.
let's address the spam part. Okay. Let's go one at a
You definitely let them spam and
let's
go hate
go. Let's
crazy
go
on me.
one at a time. Let's hold on. Give me a second. You got to give me a
What's
chance
cutting
to
somebody
respond,
off?
right? When I said hold on, just this time, and this is the honest to God truth on my daughter's life, on my father's grave. The one thing that I was about to say is I was about to say, we all know that you're not ugly. We know that you're beautiful.
Right,
So
but I
first
should
of
shut the
all,
fuck up, right? Because I'm so stupid.
this is your problem, Jazz. You
With
don't
you.
even let me respond. How you gonna have an issue with me and ask me a question, and then you don't even give me the grace? And I'm giving you a compliment at the same
Okay,
time,
you're right. All
an
right, you're right. My
honest
bad.
compliment, and you gonna overtalk me and still hold me accountable for something that I'm not even doing wrong.
Because Anton, it gets very
Jazz,
tiring.
Jazz, you gotta let me respond before you get angry. That's only fair, right?
I'm not angry.
Okay, well then stop treating me like a stepchild.
That's
Because
how you
anytime,
treat me
no, because anytime that you hit me up, Jazz, anytime that you have hit me up online,
once.
Jazz, you have hit me up more than once. I
And
responded maybe once or twice, but the point is good, but I don't respond to anybody. But the
I've
point
only
is,
hit you up twice. But go ahead.
okay, whatever, Jazz. The point is that when you hit me up, I addressed your issue. Now, when it comes to what you look like, you know that you're not ugly. So that's not even something that you should be offended by. That's number one. Number two, I don't monitor the chat. I have people in the chat that is supposed to take care of it. I got moderators. So the standard rule is you don't spam the chat. Now, if somebody is spamming the chat, then they are supposed to address it and time them out. So you can't hold me accountable. All right. I don't hit anything. I'm on the panel just like you, and I got people inside of the chat to handle that. Now, the biggest thing is I think that you are necessary.
Yeah,
You
because y'all
know
like to
that
beat me up.
no. I like arguing with you. I go back and forth with you. I don't take it personal. And whatever happens on the panel, stay on the panel, and I leave it as it is. You take shit too personal.
Well, when you take personal shots at me, how am I supposed to
Yes, you take
respond?
personal shots at me too.
Because that's the energy you give, gang. That's how you talk to people.
That's
That's
the
how you
energy you
that's
give, Jazz.
no, I come in peace, and then you
No,
start
you
saying all
don't.
type of crazy. Okay, you know what?
No, you don't, Jazz.
I don't think I can do this anymore. I'm crashing out because I'm
Crashing
the
out at
only
what?
one. I'm the only person with my perspective on this panel, right? And it's always an attack on me. I've sat on other panels and it's never been this negative. But you got your Chihuahua next to you that's always ready to
See what
say
I'm saying?
something.
No, 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 no,
It
no,
doesn't
no,
matter at
no,
this
no,
point.
no,
At
no,
this point,
no.
I can say whatever.
Listen,
She
listen,
says
listen.
whatever to me. She says whatever to me.
She
So
didn't say
it's
nothing that
fair
was out of
game.
pocket for you
It's
tonight.
fair game. I don't care. She don't like me.
I
I don't
know you
like
don't
her.
care, but see, the
I don't
problem
care.
is you think that just because you've gone on other panels and you haven't got no smoke because you may or may not be in an echo chamber, that does not warrant you being self-reflective. You get the smoke you get because of you. It ain't got
No.
no, no, no. You are responsible for the smoke that you get. When people come at me, and people come at me all the time, I own that shit. When people give me compliments, I own that shit. People come at Molly all the time, more than they like her. They be coming at her on a regular basis, and you just don't be there to see it. She don't trip about it. She just be
That's
like, "That's cool. It is what it is. I said the shit. And I probably shouldn't have said it, but I said it, and it is what it is. Ain't nobody a victim. You are the person that create the environment that then warrants the results that you get. That's not nobody problem but you. Now,
Nobody.
I will say that I can appreciate the fact that you don't
So
operate in an echo chamber, and that you honest, regardless of whether I agree with you or not. I appreciate the fact that you say what you want to say and you mean what you say. I don't have no problem with that. But you gotta stop acting like a victim, because ain't nobody creating the reputation that you creating except for you.
the only reason that I have this reputation is because I'm the only one in this echo chamber. There's been plenty of times
What's
where
your fault?
I've, but so you're telling me that I get attacked because of my opposing views and opinions? Because that's the only thing I get attacked for.
I can't control the internet, and I can. You
But
can't.
you have to understand. You have to understand how frustrating it is when I'm trying to have a conversation, right? And I get on these panels, and we have a general conversation, and I make my statement, and you're like, "Y'all so stupid, and y'all only want to follow this like that." Nothing can. Only your opinion or anybody else that agrees with you has to be right. But as soon as I come in, and
Not
you
true.
have to
People come
understand
at
that
me
you
all
have
the
a
time.
very big audience, right? And you attract a
It's
lot of
not true.
negative,
Not true.
mean ass people. You do.
Not
I
true.
can show you.
That lives matters.
I can show you
That
my.
lives matters,
You
and
gotta
you
ignore
pay
them, Jazz. You
your
got to.
I
fault.
don't.
Your
I'm not. I
fault
don't even have
because
to chat
you
up.
pay attention
I don't
to
even have to
people
chat up.
like
I've even
that.
had to unsubscribe you. Do you know one of your people found me at my job?
That ain't my fault.
No, that's crazy.
Listen,
That don't got nothing to do with me.
listen. But
That's
you have
crazy.
to be.
And
You
it
have
ain't
to
my
understand
people.
the
It is somebody
responsible.
that is observing you. It could be
These are
somebody.
your people. Chat
You
lives
can't put
matter,
that on
right?
me.
Chat
You
lives
can't put that
matter.
on me.
He
That's crazy
specifically
though.
came in and said, "I saw you on Anton Daniels' panel, baby." He's a fan of yours. All right. My point is
Did he
this:
say?
there are a
What did he
lot
say
of
negative
dangerous.
Oh
to you?
wait, but
That
Jazz,
What
did
did he
he
say
did he
negative to you?
specifically
that
find
is a lot
you?
of there's
What
there
did
are a
he
lot
say?
of
Hold on,
dangerous
wait. What
men.
did he say something
There are a
negative
lot
to
of
you?
dangerous men that come at me just
Did
simply
he say
because of my
something negative to
opposing
you,
view
Jazz?
on you.
Did he
It
say
doesn't
something
matter the
negative to
fact
you?
that he found me
What do
at
you mean
my
it doesn't
work
matter? He could have
on
been a
this
fan of
platform.
yours.
Wait,
No,
but
he's a
Jazz,
fan of yours.
did he come out and find you, or he ran into you? Because when I go out in Houston, people be like, "Hey, are you the girl from YouTube?" So did he sought out and find you, like specifically at your job?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm
So
gonna
how
tell
you
you this.
gonna just
Yeah,
automatically say that it's a
Anton is
negative
I was
thing?
pretty.
just uncomfortable. Okay, I'll tell you why.
I was
Because
too at first.
the majority of the people that watch you and reach out to me, Anton, they are crazy. Okay, I understand you saying don't deal with it, don't do that. I've had to unsubscribe from your channel just so I don't see your posting of me and all of the negative comments, and
I
then from
don't
there,
post
and
you.
then
I just
and
clip
then
it up.
okay, but listen, just let me finish. And then they, in turn, come to my page, find my personal pages in my comments, in my DMs, saying the most egregious things in your honor. So
But
you have to
That
Jazz,
ain't
understand.
got nothing to
lady,
do with my
Yes,
honor.
you. Oh,
like,
Well,
you're
that's
Jazz,
laughing
you
because
do
you're
have
you're
your
low key
IG up,
flattered.
Jazz.
yeah,
But
that's not. I
Jazz,
feel like
Jazz,
you're
but
You're
Jazz,
laughing because
one
you're low
thing.
key flattered. And
Wait,
it's
but
can't
I'm
Jazz,
be.
not flat. It ain't got nothing to do with being flattered.
can I say one thing?
but
But
you guys
Jazz,
know,
if you
seriously, I'm sorry that I've spoken so much. I'm sorry that I've always been a detriment to your channel.
no, you
I will
haven't, Jazz.
I will
Oh
not
my
be joining. I will
God,
not be
this
joining this
victim
channel
shit
ever
is
again.
I'll talk
amazing.
to you.
Y'all
But
been
Jazz, that's
taking the bait though.
no,
Yeah,
that's Jazz.
you being a
That's
And
not.
victim. It
sometimes
ain't
I do,
nobody.
and sometimes I do come on just to test my impulse control. Because you're right, I do talk a lot, and sometimes I do cut people off, and it's not intentionally to be rude ever. But
Nobody is dissing you because of that.
everybody disses
I
me, and it's
told
just too
you,
negative.
I told you that I appreciate you. That's what
No,
I said.
you appreciate me because this is the type of discourse we have. It's never anything positive, Anton. It's always something negative, and then you enjoy the
Yes,
fact
I
that
complimented
other
you. I said
people.
that you're beautiful. I appreciate you. Thank you for being real
But you
and
don't think
honest.
I'm smart. You don't think I'm smart. You don't think I'm necessary. You only like
Where are
me
you getting all of this
for the
from?
drama. You
This
only
is
like
like
me.
some deeper issues with
No,
other
no, no, no.
men.
Hold on,
Like,
hold on, hold
come
on, hold on,
on.
hold on, hold on.
Mind your business.
Where are you getting all of
Mind
this
your
from?
business. You always got something to say.
Where
We
are
need
you getting this from?
validation.
Where are
You
you
need to
getting this
shut the
from?
fuck up.
No.
Oh my God.
So,
Listen,
like I was saying,
listen,
I will not be joining
listen,
anymore.
listen, listen, listen,
I
listen, listen.
can't. Because
Listen,
I'm a
that's
human. We
fine.
know you lack
Dad,
empathy
dad,
mileage,
dad.
so you don't feel
Stop for a
nothing.
second. Just stop for a second. Stop for a second. If you don't want to join anymore, that's fine. I'm not, I never want to force anybody to do something that they don't want to do, especially when they're not comfortable. But I'm gonna reach out to you offline, Hopefully, we can have a conversation offline and we'll figure that out from there. Because regardless of whether you come back or not, I still want you to understand that I value you and I don't look at you in a negative light whatsoever. Your perception of how I view you is wrong. It's 100% wrong.
I just I don't
Absolutely.
I don't I just
Absolutely.
don't I don't receive that. I'm always the only one here.
Well, why don't
Anybody,
you just
whether it's
wait?
me,
Why don't you just wait until we talk offline?
it's okay. I mean, if you want to have a conversation, that's fine. But the it's just problematic, right?
Why
It's
don't
very
you just
negative.
wait?
We can't
Jazz,
ever just
Jazz.
have
You
a
can say
conversation
whatever
without
you
me
want to
being.
say. I don't want to continue to make this a spectacle.
Yeah.
I'm
You can
always a
say whatever
spectacle
you
on the
want to
show.
say offline. I'll reach out to you offline and then we'll have that conversation from there. But again, if you're not comfortable, then I think that you should do what's best for you. But that has nothing to do with my perception of you. I think that you are a smart girl. I think that you're a pretty. I think that you are courageous for having the conversations when other people won't say what it is that they want to say. And I don't view you how you are perceiving I view you.
I
But
get what you're saying.
we'll have that conversation offline and
Yeah,
we'll figure it out from there.
I
it's just
agree with you because I think that like I don't think he look at you like he look at the girl with the brick. What's the brick face lady? She ain't been on here since.
they was comparing me to her,
There's no comparison.
We will
But
talk
she also
offline. We
wanted.
don't have to have this conversation
Yeah,
and
right
I
let's
now.
don't even
do
think